(2017) Lexus IS200t F Sport. Lexus did well by the base version of its luxury sedan for 2016, replacing the previous IS250 small-displacement V6 with a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder crib from the NX200t crossover. It was an effective transplant, one that brought the Junior is closer to parity with lower trims of the Audi A4, BMW 3 Series, Cadillac ATS, and Mercedes-Benz C-class, but it only went so far. While the IS lineup in general is a bit handsome and more feature-laden for 2017, the boosted 4-pot IS200t, now also known as the IS Turbo, is still outclassed by lighter, quicker competitors. You'll be forgiven for confusing our 2017 IS200t F Sport test car with the 2016 version we reviewed previously. The two even share the same 18-inch F Sport wheels and wear the same redline red paint. But look closer and you can spot where the new car went under the knife. Its black mesh spindle grille slightly more agape and its revised LED headlights a bit squintier. Larger air intakes flank the grille and flare out more prominently, while new LED taillights and rectangular exhaust outlets nicely accent the rear eyes front. Lexus now includes collision mitigation and lane departure warning systems, adaptive cruise control, and automatic high beams as standard on all its models, a bundle it refers to as its Lexus Safety System Plus. Besides that new gear, additional updates for 2017 are limited to the interior. There's a new cup holder layout, and the designers have futzed with a few of the dashboard and steering wheel buttons, the analog clock, and some trim around the instrument pinnacle, but most people will strain to see much change. Opting for navigation in the infotainment system also includes a higher resolution 10.3-inch screen in place of the standard 7.0-inch unit, both of which are still clumsily operated via a mouse-like controller on the console, the Remote Touch Interface, or RTI. That latter feature is one of our biggest qualms about the IS, and many other Lexus vehicles, because the RTI2 often requires the driver to look away from the road to locate the cursor on the screen. Despite some revisions to the secondary buttons and light haptic feedback through the controller, the setup is distracting in practice, particularly with the breadth of information present on the large display. And that's unfortunate. Our test car's cabin was otherwise quite pleasant, albeit cozy, with well-bolstered sports seats, a satisfyingly chunky steering wheel, and a cool, Lexus LFA-inspired digital instrument cluster. Rear seat space is somewhat tight for this class, though, and it's easy to bump your head when trying to use the small rear doors, sporty in theory. The rear drive-only IS200t's four-cylinder still produces 241 horsepower and 258 pounds-to-feet of torque, along with an incessant induction drone that permeates the cabin. We definitely welcome the greater engine control afforded by a manual gearbox, an option several of the IS's competitors offer, but Lexus continues with an 8-speed automatic as the sole transmission choice. While generally smooth and unobtrusive in normal driving, it upshifts early and fumbles for ratios when pushed hard. Using the standard paddle shifters allows the tech to swing up to the 6,100 revolution per minute redline, but there's a frustrating delay in the transmission's responses to paddle commands. Our 3,798-pound test car improved upon the performance of the 2016 model, despite weighing an additional 81 pounds and being shod with the same Bridgestone Terenza summer tires, 225/40R18 in front, 255/35R18 out back. Lateral grip around the skid pad increased a decent amount, from 0.85 grams to 0.88, and both the 0 to 60 mph and quarter-mile times, 6.5 and 15.0 seconds, were 0.3 seconds quicker than before, with the trap speed 3 mph faster at 94 mph. However, The IS200t remains relatively porky and slow. A 2017 BMW 330i Automatic is 229 pounds lighter and more than a second quicker to 60 miles per hour. This Lexus is also thirsty. Our test car's average fuel economy could only match the EPA's 22 mpg city estimate, and the 31 miles per gallon it returned on our 200-mile, 75 mph highway loop was 2 miles per gallon below the EPA highway rating. Money matters. The $3,545 F-Sport package is largely cosmetic, bringing aggressive bodywork and wheels, the fancy gauge pod, heated and ventilated front sport seats, a black headliner, and more. It also adds a stiffer, sport-tuned suspension that is still compliant over cratered pavement. A stout chassis and crisp steering give the IS200t quick reflexes and balanced back-road composure, yet it's simply let down by the four-banger and excessive flab. This is not the lighter, more powerful IS350 that prevailed in a comparison test against the six-cylinder 3 Series and ATS in 2013. The 2017 IS200t is well equipped at a base price of $38,800, a mere $500 more than last year, and climbs to $42,945 in F-Sport trim, which also requires buyers to spec blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert systems, $600. Along with the larger infotainment display and the $595 premium paint, our test car also tacked on a booming Mark Levinson premium audio system with navigation, $2,835, front and rear sonar park assists, $500, a power rear sunshade, $210, and a heated steering wheel, $150, for a hefty total of $47,235. However, given that Lexus's updates for 2017 do nothing to make the IS200t feel as sorted as its more energetic sibling, the car's best option remains the $3,155 upcharge for the $46,100 IS350 F-Sport's 304 horsepower V6. Just try out the mouse interface before you buy.